and Joey has by far quite enough lead to withstand this bingo, especially as Joe has drawn a Euless Q and the J. Right now, Joey is on turn. The clock is out of the picture from the board cam, so I have no idea how much time people have left. But eventually, sometime in the next 45 minutes, I'm sure we'll see a play. It really doesn't matter too much what he does. There's a bunch of options, minutes, 14A, anything like that will be fine. I don't know that there's any way to, is there any good way to restrict Joe from playing the Q or the J? There's not with the blank. There's not with the blank involved. There's a QAT here. There's a QAID here. There's just way too many opportunities to play the Q. If Joey can put together an out and two, however, then Joe's going to eat the J. And that's going to be some delicious spread to put on his tomatoes. Now, it looks like Joe is holding the J in the blank in his hand and giving a speech. He is engaging in conversation. It's on his own clock, so everything is above board. It's all legitimate. I think giving speeches is specifically allowed by the rules. And Joe has played Sank and Astragali. Which will be the top scoring play and also stick him with the J. So Joey has many, or does it stick him with the J? There's Jam that Joe has. Is there another spot to drop the J? Can Joey execute a J stick and wheedle a couple other points of spread from Joe? Joey taking a moment here to finally count the chickens that he has been so diligently incubating over the last 45 minutes. And they are coming home all to roost in his backyard, and he will surely be enjoying a fresh omelet first thing in the morning with the most delicious and freshest eggs that one can find. Congratulations to Joey for defeating Joe Edley. It's all over but the post-game speeches, and it looks like Joey is indeed playing for the J stick, blocking Jam. He sees no other options for poor Joe Edley, and Joe is giving another speech now that it is on his clock. And has rotated the board back to Joey's orientation and passed his turn. Joey then, in a Where did he put that N? Oh, he dropped the S. Where did he drop the Swagers? Joey then plays his S. Mr. Edley is obliged to forego his turn. He takes the opportunity of his clock being running to give another short speech. Joey then dispenses with the N and the E in the most grand fashion he can contrive. Joe, once again, forgoes his turn as the J on his rack is homeless without comfort. And Joey finally puts the game to bed, having executed the J-stick, retains twice its value in addition to his score, and finishes victorious at 488 to 327. We now have some of the audio of the post-game analysis that we will bring you.
354? Yeah, 12.
As they agree on the final score or not.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Number 4, Bubba? Yeah. So, it's 425, 430, 449. And then, what's your final total there? 488. 320 something. I probably should have played Pilia.
Hey, you guys want to take the board out there and do the postmortem interview with it and your score sheets and stuff?
I thought about Pilia.
You can decline the interview.
I mean, it's not an interesting game, but...
No, it's not really interesting, because after a few plays, I never would have played Hep. Should have played... I was thinking between Hep and Pilia. If I knew I Dixon S, I'd just play Pilia.
Well, why don't you come on, Dave?
It's fine. It's fine.
I think that was the play. I left RB1.
Looks like a good play.
There are standings online. If you go to crosstables.com, you'll see a link to the live standings page, and then you'll get all of the Tish reports with the standings. The standings, live scoreboards, etc., etc. We're preparing for the post-game interview. I think Joe and Joey are heading out to the Skype call area. Right here, we have we don't have any results in yet. We have Tim Weiss lost to Jason Keller. He fell to 11-7. No other results yet in the TWL-A division. In the Collins division and TWL division, no results are in yet. It looks like Jackson Smiley fell to Marlon Hill in the final game of the day. Let's see. Perhaps. We're trying to get in touch with our players for the post-game interview. Where Joey Kraftchick has beaten Joe Edley 488 to 327. Hello, hello.
Good evening, Chris.
Good evening.
We got the winner here. They're saying it's maybe not the most exciting game ever, but we'll get a few words in.
Sure.
It was probably the weakest game I played all tournament. Just because of one mistake. I made one mistake there.
Yeah, that play with Heps. I wasn't sure either if they had added it to TWL. I know Hep took the S in Collins, but and it used to not in TWL. I think it's a brand new edition, right? So that was.
Yeah, apparently. I haven't looked at words in a long time. I was a little rusty. I've been rusty all tournament, and I didn't remember. I would never have played it if I thought it took an ass. I had Philly on the other side of the board, and I would have played that. And Philly screwed up, and that cost me the game really because I have to go with my gut, and when he plays 45, I have to challenge. So there's nothing to do after that. After that, it was trying to catch up, but I kept drawing poorly, trying to set things up, and nothing worked out. I never did of note till the end.
Yeah, the racks where you played trite, you had all those doubles, played trite, drew a bunch more doubles, played naive, drew. It was that sequence was just really, really rough.
Right. There wasn't much to say. It was one mistake, and then everything just fell apart.
Yeah.
And that's really all I can say. I mean, not that much.
Yeah. Joey, on the AdX play when you had the X. We had a similar situation in the previous game where Evans was playing Jason Ubika, and there were a bunch of plays where he could score, but they would give back bingo lines on an otherwise closed board, and he ended up finding something kind of cute and creative that didn't give anything back. Looking at this board similarly, we found something like X on top of trite, making XED is an option on that rack that really closed everything down and didn't give anything back. Did you think about a play like that?
I thought of that, but I figured that I had the last E, and 2 blanks out, and because there was less than 14 in the bag, I knew that I couldn't bingo bango out, so I was safe to go for it. I thought, if I draw one of the blanks with an ENT leave, I'll probably bingo, given I just opened up the board. I almost hit a bingo. It didn't work out amazingly, but X wasn't that good. It was 23 or whatever, and I just thought it was a safe bet. So I took a gamble in essence.
Yeah, playing more tiles, and with so few in the bag, it wasn't really possible to lose the game at that point.
Right.
So
I didn't really care. I mean, I didn't bother to count whether playing sync was better than just playing, UI or JU or something. Might have lost by less at the end, but at that point I didn't really care.
Yeah.
My spread, I wasn't so concerned about my spread because I got a pretty good spread. So.
Yeah. And the lockup play, we thought that was pretty cool find between the C and the P. So props on that one.
Yeah, that was good because I had a nice play going there. I can't remember what I was going to do, but I was going to do something. He doesn't block.
I was close to chickening out of it, but I'm glad I didn't. I don't know if I wouldn't be dead or anything, but
Yeah.
John?
So other than that, it seems like it was pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of stuff. A lot else to talk about unless you have something else that comes to mind.
I guess should I have exchanged 4 at the beginning there?
I
exchanged EO, UU, leaving ERS. I mean, I could play Euro, leaving EUS, which is a score of something. So that's it's considerable, but I think I made the right play, but I didn't know if you had a thought on that.
Yeah, it went by pretty quickly, so I didn't get a chance to think about it, look at it too much. The exchange looked fine. I don't think there was a whole lot else. But yeah, I didn't get that good a chance to look at it.
Yeah, anything else I guess?
Nothing else. No major, nothing. Nothing that nothing I saw to comment on or disagreed with or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Chris, I was just talking with Kieran. He's okay with doing, we're saying kind of an after-hours thing. Maybe we could just give a quick tour of the facilities. Unless, I know this is pretty strenuous for you.
No, yeah, we can do that. You want to do that now?
Well, we're still wrapping up. They finished their game very fast, so there's a lot still going on. Why don't we just take a break, and you want to come back and do it like 7? We're at
7. So about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, how about 8?
8. Okay, so about an hour from now, we'll come on and we'll do a little short broadcast to show people around the after hours.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. We'll see you then.
Alrighty. All right, and that was a post-mortem discussion with Joey Krafchick and Joe Edley, who played on the broadcast in in round 18 here at Albany. We have brought to you 7 games today, and we have completed, 18 rounds. Only 4 rounds remain of this 22-game tournament, and the competition has been intense. We have in the Collins division, we're still awaiting most of the results. Evans Clinchy is playing Stefan Rao. He currently has a 2-game lead on the field going into the final round. Evans is at 15-2. Stefan is 13-4. Adam Logan has lost his final game of the day to Bradley Whitmarsh. Adam is 13-5. So if Evans beats Stefan, he will have a 3-game lead on the field here with 4 games to play tomorrow in a commanding position as the last day arrives. If Stefan wins, they will be a mere 1 game apart in the standings with 4 to play, and it will be an intense fight for the title. Bradley Whitmarsh is at 12-6. Jennifer Lee, her game with Richard Buck is still outstanding. Jennifer was 11-6 entering this final round of the day, and she is very much in contention for money in this tournament. Over in the TWL division, we also have very few of the results in. Joey Krafchick won his last game of the day, as we saw here, against Joe Edley. That puts him at 12-6 after 18 rounds. Carl Higby is currently playing Joey Malik. He was 12-5 entering the last game of the day. So we have a potential tie or a 1-game lead for Carl entering the final 4 games of play tomorrow morning. As you see on the screen, games will start at 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We will have 1 4-game session for you, and it will culminate with the prize-giving ceremony from Albany, New York. This is from broadcasting for you from St. Louis, Missouri. Is Chris Leip and Randy Goldberg and our 2 cats who've been heard meowing in the background for most of this. The technical setup, this broadcast is made possible by Vince Castellano in WGVC.com, giving technical solutions from the laptop to the cloud. He has a 3-camera setup that allows us to see both racks and the board and give you all of the information that we need to give you in order to follow along with the action live. We also give special thanks to Shelly Ubika, who has been doing some annotation for us through some technical problems today and is annotating the games and watching along on the Twitch feed, letting us know of any trouble we might be having. So thank you, Shelly. And we will be returning in about 1 hour from now to give a special behind-the-scenes look at the after-hours tournament room and the technical setup that we have to bring you this broadcast. We will do that special video probably at about 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, and it will be archived on Twitch for those who want to view it later. Beyond that, we will resume broadcasting the Scrabble tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Central, and this is and so signing off for now. This is Chris Leip and Randy Goldberg, and we will return in about 1 hour's time for a short broadcast to give a backstage, behind-the-scenes look at the life of the tournament player and the technical wizardry that is bringing you this broadcast. So until then, we say have a wonderful evening, have a very happy New Year's Day, and we will hopefully see you either tonight or tomorrow morning for the continuation, the finale of the tournament happening in Albany, New York. Good night.